Hello, my name's Tim and I have Parkinson's disease. So, if I have Parkinson's disease, why am I so thankful? Well, I'm thankful that when I got the results from the doctor, I don't have ALS. I'm thankful I don't have PSP. I'm thankful that I didn't have so many of the much more progressive diseases than Parkinson's. I was told with Parkinson's, I will not die, not that I will not die, but I will not die from Parkinson's disease. Now, when I die, I will die with Parkinson's, but not from it. I'm thankful that I have a loving wife, four great children. Of course, my children are in their 40s and 50s. I have 13 wonderful grandkids, so I'm very thankful. I'm also thankful that when I was diagnosed, I was in my 70s. I wasn't real young and just starting off. Since I was in my 70s, I had already had 30, 40 years of a work experience. I was an engineer and teaching. Actually, I'm really pretty thankful and lucky. Those with young onset Parkinson's disease start off with so many more challenges than I could ever imagine. I, I just couldn't imagine just starting college or just getting married and then having a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease. So I do feel really, really lucky. Okay, now for a little something different. I'd like to share with you some of the symptoms that someone with Parkinson's disease may or may not have. Uh, in this picture, I'm going to start on the far right, lower right hand corner, and go counterclockwise. Now, some of these symptoms I have, some I don't have. I'm thankful that I don't have some of them. However, Parkinson's is a progressive disease, so maybe in the future I'll acquire some of these that I don't have right now. Gait and balance impairment. I have on my left foot, I kind of drag it a little bit when I walk. And I have some issues, not bad, but some issues with balance. In fact, gait and balance is something that a neurologist looks at as one of the checkpoints to see if someone does or does not have Parkinson's. I have dystonia. I only get it in the morning. Basically, what it is my toes like curl up and it feels like a Charlie horse. So I get it in both feet and both legs, but mostly just in the morning. And it doesn't last long. Fatigue. Yeah, I get fatigue with Parkinson's. And if there's anyone out there that has Parkinson's disease and sees this, they'll know what I mean when I say fatigue. Tremors. This is another one of those symptoms that a neurologist would look for to say whether someone has or doesn't have Parkinson's disease. Well, I have Parkinson's disease. However, I do not have tremors. Uh, Up to, I think, 30% of the people with Parkinson's does not have tremors. I'm thankful I don't have tremor. However, because of my age, when I was diagnosed, and I don't have tremor, there's a higher probability that I will get dementia in the future. Rigidity is another one of those symptoms that a neurologist looks for to see if you have Parkinson's or not. I have rigidity and I just feel real stiff. Bradykinesia. I do have bradykinesia. What it basically means is slow movement. Brady means slow and kinesia is a movement. So I walk like a sloth when I'm not on my medication. If it's wearing off, then I walk real slow. I move real slow. This is another symptom that a neurologist would look for to see if one has Parkinson's or not. Hallucinations, delusions. I'm very thankful I don't have any of these symptoms. Depression, anxiety. Yes, I have both of these at times. Apathy. Sometimes I really just don't care. I'm just not interested. REM sleep behavioral order. I talked about this in the video I did before this. I was reenacting my dream and I jumped out of the bed. Insomnia? I really don't have insomnia. Nightmares and vivid dreams? Yes, I have that symptom. Cognitive impairment? Yeah, I have bradyphrenia, which is, well, brady means slow in thinking, a mild cognitive impairment. Blurred vision. I'm thankful to say I didn't get it from Parkinson's, but I do have blurred vision. I have cataracts. Anosmia. I've had that way before I was ever diagnosed with Parkinson's. I just can't smell anything. Hypophonia. I do speak softly. In fact, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to edit it, take the audio out, increase the volume by about 400% so you can hear what I'm saying. I do drool a little bit at nighttime. I don't have nasal drip, and I really don't have any problems with swallowing, thank goodness. Orthostatic hypotension. Orthostatic meaning from sitting to standing, different positions. Hypotension, low blood pressure. So, as an example, you're sitting, you take your blood pressure, let's say it's 120 over 80, and then you stand. After about 3 minutes, you take your blood pressure, and let's say it drops to 100 over 60. If there's a delta or difference on the top number of more than 20 millimeters of mercury and on the bottom number more than 10, then you probably have orthostatic hypotension. But you also have to look at your heart rate. So when you stand up, does the heart rate go up or does it stay about the same? It should go up. With this issue, you can stand up too fast, get dizzy, fall, and hurt yourself. Orthostatic hypotension put me in the hospital for a couple nights. Constipation. I probably had constipation issues for 30 years, way before I was ever diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And now I'll never be constipated again. Reason is, 3 years ago, I had my colon surgically removed, which saved my life. I now have an ileostomy. Last on this chart is incontinence, and I do not have incontinence. Just one more thing I'd like to mention. I'm glad I was born in the United States. And the reason I say that, a couple of nights ago I was watching a documentary. An individual by the name of David Plummer is a photographer. He took pictures all over the world, and he has Parkinson's. And he made a little short documentary, which I thought was really interesting. He was in Kenya, Africa, where they have Parkinson's all over the world. However, there in his documentary, he shows that, well, I guess if you have Parkinson's, some people think it's witchcraft. So a neighbor can drag you out of your home and kill you. So I'm glad I was born in the United States. I'll put a link down below for that documentary. It is short. If you want to take a look at it, it'll be down there. Thank you.